Listen carefully. I am speaking directly to you right now. This is not a casual message. This is a divine warning. You are on the edge of receiving the greatest blessing of your life. But I must tell you something important. If you ignore this message, you will miss it. You will lose the blessing I have prepared just for you. I see your heart and your struggles. I know how often life gets busy distracting you from my voice. But I am calling you to stop and listen. This blessing is not for everyone. It is for those who hear and obey my voice. If you turn away now, you will let this blessing slip through your fingers. The greatest blessings I give do not come like ordinary gifts. They come wrapped in obedience, faith, and readiness. When you hear my voice, you must not hesitate. Act in faith because the timing is perfect. Ignoring my voice is dangerous because it hardens your heart and closes the door to abundance. Look at the stories I have shared before. When Adam and Eve chose to ignore my command, they lost paradise. They listened to another voice and it brought separation and pain. The Israelites ignored my instructions many times and it led to wandering in the wilderness for 40 years. King Saul disobeyed me and he lost his kingdom. These stories are not just ancient history. They are living lessons for you today. When you ignore my voice, you close yourself off from the plan I have for your life. I want to bless you with more than you can imagine, but you must be ready to receive. I know you have doubts and fears. You wonder if my promises are true or if you are worthy. I tell you, my blessings are for those who believe. Your faith unlocks the doors to blessings. But faith is also about obedience, not partial or hesitant obedience, but full trust and action. I am not here to punish you. I am here to guide you into a life of peace, joy, and purpose. But I also want you to understand that ignoring me has consequences. When you turn a deaf ear, your spiritual life stalls. You become vulnerable to lies, fear, and frustration. My blessings include peace that calms storms in your heart, strength to overcome every obstacle, and joy that shines even in dark times. But you will not receive these blessings if you ignore what I say. I am calling you. Do not wait for another day or a better moment. This blessing is ready now, but it will not wait forever. The enemy tries to distract you, but I am louder. Listen to my voice and respond with confidence. Your breakthrough is here. I am asking you to set aside everything that blocks you from hearing me clearly. Fear, pride, doubt, and impatience. Let them go. Come to me with a humble heart and readiness to obey. This is where blessings begin. I am your Father, your provider, your Savior. I desire to shower you with blessings that surpass your dreams. But you must do your part. Listen and obey. Faith without action is not faith. When you hear my voice telling you to move forward, to forgive, to give, to pray, or to trust, do it immediately. This is how you open the door to blessings. I promise you nothing is too hard for me. I can turn your situation around. I can restore what was lost. I can bless the work of your hands and multiply your efforts. Remember, blessings are not only material, they are peace in your heart, healing in your body, restoration in your relationships, and joy in your soul. I want to fill you with these blessings. So today, choose to listen. Choose to obey. Refuse to be distracted or discouraged. I am waiting to bless you beyond measure. Do not harden your heart. Be sensitive to my voice. When you disobey, you lose more than just blessings. You lose my presence, my peace, and my protection. Choose life. Choose to trust me completely. I am your faithful God, and I will never leave you or forsake you. I am speaking one last time in this moment. Do not pass by my voice. The greatest blessing of your life is a decision away. Open your heart and say yes. Say yes to my voice, yes to my blessings, and yes to my love. Your best days are ahead. I have prepared a table before you in the presence of your enemies. I am your rock, your fortress, and your deliverer. Something big has changed, and it's for the better. You've got to get ready for what's about to happen because it's starting right now. There are things out there that might try to confuse you, but I've already taken care of them for you. I am aware of everything you have been through. Recognize that a decision has been made regarding your situation, and you may be surprised by the outcome. A significant change has taken place for the better. You have to know what's going to happen because it begins now. Although there are forces trying to impede your comprehension, I have already taken action on your behalf. consider this a direct message from me. My dear child, you have expressed your deepest desires to me, asking when things will finally change for you. I can now inform you that the waiting period is over and the matter has been resolved. What follows is a great blessing. But take close attention. If you turn away now, you may miss the direction that opens the way to this goodness. So please stay with me to the finish, because you will quickly understand why your name has been inscribed with favor. I'm speaking directly to you. You're not experiencing this by chance. There are numerous others in the world, my darling one, but this message has reached you. I brought you to this area because you are approaching a season of refreshing, clear sight and freedom from limitations. I'm telling you this now. Listen attentively, my child. What is approaching will transform the way you see your entire trip up to this point. You may feel exhausted, hesitant, or even overlooked, but you have indeed arrived at a critical turning moment, my beloved child. And just now, opposition exists against the road that I desire for you. You have endured struggle in challenging times, my child. While others merely observed your effort, I saw your spirit, which is why I'm acting now. This is more than simply knowledge. It is an important statement from me. The moment of waiting has ended. However, to welcome what approaches, you must be spiritually alert. When you receive my message with faith, I begin working on your behalf. The greater truth about how your problem was solved is that you felt it. You knew in your heart that it was over. It's over now. There was an end to something. But no, this, my child, that wasn't the end of your trip. It was just the beginning of when I end a matter, it means that it has been decided. Every lie that was told about you, my beloved, every obstacle that slowed you down, and every attempt by the enemy to weaken you has been finished. I have made my decision for you. The enemy tried to convince you that my silence meant I had left you. That blocked paths were rejections, and that not being seen meant you were being punished. But today, I'm telling you that your problem is solved, because I've already planned what comes next for my child, and it's full of peace, joy, plenty, and safety. I didn't say, no, my child. I said, not yet. I wasn't punishing you. I was getting you ready for something bigger than what you asked for. It frees you from everything the enemy tried to keep you from having. I saw you cry alone at night, the times you smiled on the outside while being in pain on the inside, the times you gave freely but were left empty. And now I'm fixing everything. But here's something that many people miss. When I end case, the enemy usually steps up their fight. Why does it happen that spiritual trouble often gets worse right before a time of blessing? No matter how many tears you shed alone, they were all seen and felt. I saw every quiet breakdown, every scream into your pillow, and every time your hands shook from the stress of moving forward. You never saw me look away. I was right there with you, feeling what you were feeling and keeping your spirit up so it wouldn't break under the weight of what you couldn't see. I watched over your soul while everyone else slept. You could have given up. You might have had a good reason to quit. It would have been easy for you to take the easy way out and let your sadness lead you, but you chose to walk on instead, even though your heart was wondering if I was hearing you whispered prayers. All of that inner conflict, private war, and hidden pain became a part of a holy memorial. You gave your feelings away like gifts, one drop at a time. Those times that were kept secret from everyone else turned the world of eternity on its head. You didn't have to make anything loud to me. Your persistence when you were by yourself was louder than any shout. Some people built their faith on things they could see and touch, but you built yours on the belief that you couldn't see, or when you thought it was safer to fall, you stood up, even though everything around you was death. You spoke life. You wouldn't let go of my hand, even though it felt like you were holding on to nothing. It's not normal for people to be that tough. Not many people have that kind of faith. People I've picked to lead the next wave of my success are the only ones with that kind of spirit. You were being watched, but you didn't know it. In those dark rooms, angels stood next to you. Every time you whispered my name through tears, the mood changed. The demons were scared off, not by your strength, but by your willingness to give up. You had more time than they did, so you didn't yell at them. That's why things are changing now. The part of your life where you cried alone is about to fill with divine change. Promises are being placed where there were none before. You will now be amazed at where you used to be sad. I'm not giving this to you because I feel sorry for you. It's going away because your heart is ready. The rest of the world judges progress by noise and numbers, but I've been measuring it by how pure and persistent I am. You stayed when you didn't have a plan. You kept going when everyone else did. Now, everything you went through behind the curtain is about to be shown on the stage of my mission. I want your fame, babe, but I want my own. At this point, I start undoing everything that seemed like it would never be fixed again. It starts right here where you used to sit in silence and wonder if I remembered you. Yes, I do. I will never forget. Not a second. It looked like there was no pointing going on, but I saw the war going on inside your soul. It hurt your heart to feel what seemed like quiet. Still, you picked me in some way. There were voices inside and outside of you begging you to leave, to stop believing, and to stop hoping to protect yourself from disappointment. You didn't hold on to hope blindly, though even when it felt risky, your breakthrough happened in the middle of that inner fight between fear and faith, between logic and obedience, and between self-preservation and giving up. Also, kid, you had no idea you were in the middle of a test that very few people make it through. You put more stock in my words than in how you felt. Even though what you saw was different, you stuck to what I said. You put an end to the fear with worship. You got rid of anxiety, not by not being afraid, but by picking me even though you were scared. In this way, the rare ones are different from the many. You didn't follow me just because it was fun. You stuck with me since you knew I was good. When you decide to depend on me more than your emotions, this test is over. I'm awaiting your response. Make the declaration with assurance in your soul. Your test is almost over. What I have for you and my child is closer than ever. The enemy tried to mislead you, but I've already decided what I want to do. My darling, there's something you need to understand completely today. Something that the enemy has made a concerted effort to conceal from you. The enemy is afraid of your future, not your history. Every obstacle you encountered, every holdup, every moment of disappointment, every seemingly obstructed path, it wasn't all random. Recognize this, my kid. When the person who opposes me noticed the positive impact I had planned for your life, he became terrified. After realizing your role in my plan, he devised a scheme to divert your attention, demotivate you, and sap your strength. His favorite tool is confusion. He whispered false concepts into your mind, my child, with the intention of not just stopping you, but also making you stop yourself. Things like you don't deserve anything, good, your prayers aren't heard, and it's too late for you. But now I'm telling you the reality to prove that none of those notions are true. Pay close attention, my love. The person who opposes me is most afraid of you waking up and putting your faith in me rather than your feelings. Everything changes when you do this. Let me be honest. Hardship arrived with the intention of making you question what I had already agreed upon for you. But they were shocked to see that you remained steadfast. You were wounded, but you persisted. You cried, but you persisted. I've determined that this season has ended because despite some people turning away from you, the road I created for you remained clear. The struggle is now over. What appeared to be suppressed is now released. There is no longer any ambiguity. What does this mean, my child? It means that I have already decided when your journey will begin, and nothing can stop me from achieving my goals. However, I do ask that you have a clear inner understanding, a firm resolve, and unwavering trust, because even though uncertainty may arise, you don't have to accept it. As soon as you firmly declare, I trust God more than my emotions, my power starts to work. Is the change more than just a feeling to you? I guarantee this, you're stepping out of uncertainty and into the open. At this moment, my domain is putting everything that the person who opposes me tried to twist right away from what draws you away and into the purpose I planned, away from fear and into trust. Aligning with this truth gives you strength. Say it, affirm it, accept it. because the grip of uncertainty starts to weaken when you say it. The fog dissipates when your inner self connects with my truth. Deceptions lose their impact. I want to reassure you that everything has already been decided in your favor. Now listen to me, my beloved child. I remain engaged even when things appear to be quiet. Even when you think you have little, my abundance is complete. And even when people turn away, I get closer to you. My plan doesn't get delayed. You are at the exact moment I need you to be there. When things are tough, don't doubt what I said when it was obvious. Speak bravely and allow your confidence to outweigh your fears, because this is more than just words. It's a tangible sign that you believe in me. You're entering a world that I've already secured. The road ahead is not a mystery that you have to make your way through by yourself. I have already cleared the way and designated the destination. It is your responsibility to follow my instructions and rely on the inner serenity and calm prompting I offer as validation. Never assume that the challenges of the past define the future. You were prepared by the past. Your future is not predicted by it. My word and my will for you determine your future. Embracing the entirety of what it means to be my beloved child, ready and positioned for purpose, is the focus of this time. The challenges honed you so that you could bear the weight of this next stage, not to shatter you. You are now prepared to see the chances that you previously would have missed, to receive the abundance I have prepared without feeling overburdened by it, and to remain steadfast where you once would have faltered. My child, let your heart be open to fully embodying the truth of who I have created you to be, not simply to receiving. This reprieve is not short-term. This is the beginning of a lasting reality that I have created for you, my child. You have come this far, and I can see the desire in your heart. You've heard, you waited, you've sought the truth, and I am honored by your focused attention. Now realize this, dear, this is a sacred alignment I have planned for you, not just words you have heard. The season I mentioned is this one, the exact moment when the door that has been prepared for you stands open and the waiting gives way to breakthrough. Now without hesitation and with the assurance that I have cleared the way myself, I call you to enter that door. Many people back off just as the blessing is about to come, letting fatigue or other distractions divert them from the fate I have predetermined. Don't give up what you've already gained. In the invisible world, the secret to unlocking the fullness of what is prepared is your faith, your agreement, and your desire to accept. Allow this message to reverberate within you. Get the next message I prepared, because my voice will not stop speaking, and every word has wisdom and direction for the future. Show that you agree with this fact in your heart. Tell people who need to hear this message. Because of your faithfulness, those who are also looking for their breakthrough can see this light. Know that I am with you as you connect your steps and heart with what I have said. You have my hand, my dear child. You are surrounded by my protection and my unwavering love. Proceed in peace. Ignore this message and you risk losing it all. But obey and you will receive all I have promised and more. I am God Almighty, and I love you more than you can ever understand. This blessing is your inheritance. Take it now with faith and